I've got a really fun video today. As you can see, I came to meet Simon. Now, Simon, if you are not familiar, is a rescue dog who is in the care of the Greater Birmingham Humane Society. And Simon came in just before Easter. He's been through a lot, and CEO Allison Black Cornelius will tell you all about that in a minute. But before that, we have another special announcement regarding Simon. So we have teamed up at AL.com with Greater Birmingham Humane Society, and on Wednesday we will be sharing their contest for you to enter and guess the breed of Simon. So everybody's been asking. They don't know what kind of breed he is. It's a little hard to tell right now because of some of his mange and other issues, but they've got a really fun prize for anybody that guesses the correct winner, and they will tell you more about that. Again, we will share details on Wednesday with you about that contest. So I'm going to step back, play with Simon, and let Allison tell you a little bit about about Simon and about his journey so far. So I'll switch with you. We've got our mic here to make sure that we are social distance, and I get the better job of hanging out with Simon. So.
All right, you do. I'm gonna let you hold Simon's leash, and one thing we've learned with Simon is just to go really slow, because as you guys, some of y'all may know, where he lived and some of the ways he was treated was not how we would hope our babies that are living in our community that don't have an owner are treated, but that was the case. So we found out about Simon Good Friday after a citizen in Fairfield posted a video of Simon, and that video went viral. And then on Friday, we started looking for Simon. Our animal control officers went out to Fairfield and started trying to find Simon. And it was not easy, because Simon had, we now know, lived a life of learning how to hide and learning how to run, because of the way Simon looked. He was bullied in that community. People were scared of him. I think they were afraid that whatever he had, they would get if they touched him, maybe if their children touched him. So a lot of the folks that we've heard from since we picked Simon up have told us that people would throw rocks at him and sticks at him and not be very nice to him. We've had a million people ask us, why wouldn't somebody call and get help for Simon? I can't answer that question because I wasn't there. I just know Simon was living in Fairfield for quite a while, and we didn't get any phone calls about Simon. If we had, we would have gone out there. But I'll be frank to tell you that the video that was shot and the comments, that video going viral, the comments that started happening on that video really did show us a difference between people and their perspectives on stray animals and their perspectives about their communities and how we should respond to animals like Simon. And it really created, I think, an opportunity for us to have a future dialogue about a lot of things. But that particular thread, it got, as sometimes these threads on Facebook do, shocker, got nasty. And actually at one point somebody offered a reward for the first person that would shoot Simon. And that's when I stepped in and offered a reward if we could get Simon safely to GBHS so that we could get Simon treated. I could tell by looking at Simon that it was going to be a long journey and a very expensive journey. GBHS is fortunate that we have a hospital here, and we have access to resources that you'd have to do this kind of long-term care. But our officers successfully got Simon Saturday morning, Easter weekend. We named him Simon because it was Easter weekend, and a character that in the Bible is Simon that helped Jesus carry the cross, and I thought that made sense to me. So Simon has a demodectic mange, which causes a problem with the immune system. When they took his blood, he hardly had any immune system whatsoever. And he also has a very severe case of heartworm. So when we first picked him up, when y'all saw him on his first video, he was really labored in his breathing. It was almost painful to watch. He's still breathing heavy, but nothing like that first week.
Good boy, Simon.
Good boy, and, Simon. Where you going?
He also has, as you can see when he's walking, now he's actually got his leg down right now with Ivana, but you'll notice in a minute he'll pick that leg up and kind of tuck it up under his back. And he's doing that because he has a chronic injury to his hip and to his pelvis. He's got, broken bones. You'll see how he's actually starting to favor it, which blows my mind. Hey, bud, I know. So, Miss Allison, what are you doing over there? And why do I have to be on TV? I know.
I'll let you talk and I'll walk him over here.
So anyway, he does pull that leg up because he's got chronic injuries, and he is going to have expensive orthopedic surgery. Any of you guys out there with pets that have had to have orthopedic surgery know it's super, super expensive, and we're looking at tens of thousands of dollars, no joke. So anyway, he's had a long journey. It's going to be a long time before that fur comes back, but his fur will come back. We're using emu oil on him twice a day, which is also expensive, by the way, but apparently worth it because I think he's made huge progress. And he's getting a lot of love and care and antibiotics and slow treatment for those heartworms, because you don't want to do a fast kill when they're this bad, because it could hurt Simon. But he will be looking probably at a lifetime of medical issues, so whoever ends up adopting him, we're going to work with them and make sure we choose the right family that's capable of providing that. But in the meantime, I'm super excited about the AL.com announcement this coming Wednesday. I'm not going to give away the secret yet. Y'all are going to have to tune in to Ivana's, I guess, her lunchtime broadcast on Facebook and find out what the prize is going to be. But it's going to be really awesome. And we've had so many people that keep saying, wonder what kind of breed Simon is. So we're going to give you the opportunity to guess, and whoever wins is going to win a really great prize. So we're just really thankful. I want to say this to all the people that have given money and support for Simon, because without that money and support, we wouldn't have been able to provide the resources we're providing right now. We're just really grateful to everyone for that. And also it raises awareness about how it's possible that we have animals that look like this in a community walking around, and people think it's normal, because it's not. And I think the other thing it begs to ask is, what does it do when you live in a community and you haven't, and I'm not just talking about animals, but even children if they were in trouble, but any kind of living creature that's suffering like that, and you become desensitized to it. So I don't think that's a good idea, and I don't think it is a sign of a healthy quality of life. And we can change that if we work together. I think we can have conversations that change that for both humans and animals. So I'm aware of the fact that some of the people on that original thread thought that spending money on a dog was a waste of money when you need to be helping people, but I think we're lucky enough to live in a country where we don't have to choose between the two. So I'm gonna let you make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And
He decided he's gonna go into the shade. It looks
and I
like.
want to say it's hot.
Right, so I just want to make it known that Simon is fine. He was in a very sunny spot over here.
People listen.
Right, I get it. I also sunburn, so I think that he just wanted to get out and get in the shade. I just want everybody to know he's fine. He is hiding not even hiding, he's laying in a very shady spot.
He's like, you dummies.
Yeah.
Y'all some stupid women.
It's no big deal.
Right.
Right.
Like if you were smart, you'd crawl up into that bush. He's like, it's kind of warm out here, especially if we don't have fur.
I 100% should be in that shade under that bush. He's a very smart animal. I do think that it is important, though, for you to tell us a little bit about, now, I know we have a difference here. I know you're an Alabama fan. I am not. But I do want to talk about a video that Big Al sent for Simon. So there were some people calling Simon an elephant dog.
Right.
So can you tell us a little bit about that and what Big Al had to say for Simon?
So we did hear from some people in that community that some of the kids called him the elephant dog, and you can see why, looking at his skin. And so I actually reached out to a friend of mine at the University of Alabama and said it would be really great if Big Al could maybe send a message. And I was so thrilled when he did. And if you haven't seen it, you need to go to his Instagram page and watch it. If I could figure out how to get it on Facebook, I would. But it was a sweet message of just tolerance and looking on the inside, not the outside. It's a great message for parents to use with their kids right now, that just because somebody looks scary doesn't mean we should treat them that way.
Right.
And he's not going to look like this for long, y'all. But he does kind of look a little like, I guess I can see he's gray and he's wrinkly and like me. And I could see where people called him that. But, you know, I loved the video is very moving, and Big Al just talks about being kind and sweet and wishing him well. And it was really kind of Big Al to do that. Yeah, I didn't get one from Albie.
Well,
I digress.
You know, we might have to ask Albie
digress.
and Blaze and see if they have any loving words for
Right.
Simon here like Big Al did. But reminder for everybody that's been keeping up with Simon and his journey, tune in on Wednesday. We have a special announcement coming for you about that contest. and you will be able to enter it there. And if you have any other questions about Simon or anything about him, you can let us know in the comments. I will get them to Allison and she can answer them for you. And if you want to keep up more with Simon, you can go to the Greater Birmingham Humane Society's page, and both on Facebook or their website. You will have all the information about Simon there. And thank you so much for letting me come play with Simon.
I'm glad you got to see Simon. And perhaps next time we'll have a tent.
Yes,
Be
next
in the
time
shade.
we are going to have to be in the shade to accommodate Star Simon and his demands. So thank y'all so much
You
for
know
letting
how those
me.
stars get.
Oh,
You know,
these
they
celebrities.
Get, I know. Like, where's my green room and where's my tent and where's my emu oil? Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's ready. But Simon, while it's obviously time for his nap, we appreciate all of you tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow. And we will also see you on Wednesday with that announcement.
Bye, guys. Thank you.